Yeah, we always expecting Chelsea to, you know, to ride on the back of their Club World Cup success in this first game to a victory, but it was never meant to be as they were held to a scoreless draw by Crystal Palace. And Crystal Palace, as we know, in their two previous games before this game, like competitive games before this game, like the FA Cup and the FA Cup and the Community Shield, in which they enjoyed victory over Manchester City, and in the Community Shield they enjoyed victory over Liverpool. I will see them carrying it into this game because I have already knew that this game is not going to be an easy one because people like kind of hinge uh, their belief on the fact that Chelsea won the Club World Cup and they're going to come here smoking and all that. But honestly speaking, today they didn't really do much. They kept the ball, but there was no progression in terms of like, moving the ball. But Caicedo, as you expect, as expected, did a very good job in the middle. But the thing is that we saw how Iberici Eze's free kick was disallowed, and I had that, you know, during a free kick, a player, the opposing player must be at least a meter, I think a meter or I don't know, a yard away from the defending players. And I was like, I've never heard of that before because at the point I was thinking it was the push, but it wasn't the push, but it's the distance of Guehi with the Chelsea players. But I was wondering, well, every time we learn new rules, it's gonna be we are into it again this time around because it's a common recurring decimal in the EPL that strange things happen in the game, that some kind of rules that you never heard about before just come up. So today, going forward, moving the ball around fine for Chelsea, but in terms of penetration, no, they were not. I'm telling you, even Yao Pedro today, maybe a little bit flash from there, from Kopama, but the guy who came into that game that was playing for the right, the new signing, I can't remember his name. I don't know. I think it's a Brazilian, a very young guy. I think they say that guy is fantastic. I thought it was Bukayo Saka. I'm telling you, that boy is fantastic. Today, the main person for Crystal Palace still Eze, and Eze now is leaving to Tottenham. From what we're hearing, probably he's going to Tottenham, and so Chelsea 0, Crystal Palace 0. And going to the next game that took place simultaneously with this same Chelsea game is the game between Nottingham Forest and Brentford. We saw that somehow Brentford has been kind of decimated, not by their best players leaving, and they don't have much quality. And today we saw Chris Wood scoring two goals, and the debutant um, Chris for Nottingham Forest, making a goal too, and making it 3-1 at the end because Brentford in the second half they pulled one back. In first half was 3-0. In second half, Brentford were able to pull one back. We were expecting that they're gonna increase the tally to like 4 or 5, but it never happened. And we saw Udoi and Hudson Odoi. He was the main man. He was doing very well, and Chris Wood. You know what? This season is going to be very tough because we see Nottingham Forest like picking it up where they drop it off. Some few games before the finals of last season. So you know what? The next game is Arsenal versus Manchester United versus Arsenal. We are waiting with a lot of rejoinders. DC, just chest pumping, or they're gonna destroy us now. Well, we'll see what's gonna happen. I saw the lineup, so I think Sesko is on the bench for the game and Gyökeres is starting. So let's see, a very good lineup. So let's see at the end of 90 minutes. Let's see what's gonna happen between Arsenal and Manchester United. So man, keep your fingers crossed, and you know what? Wait until then.